What is happening? So, what you need to do and focus on is letting them go. Okay? Because this is what's going to get them to feel the breakup. Now, if you're too focused on them, they are going to feel a certain energy from you. Usually it's a desperate energy. See, when attraction, right, falls below a certain point, they're going to want to walk away from you. Okay? Now, I know some of you guys are watching this on your phone, so I apologize if this is small. But when attraction falls too low, this is when they want to break up. So usually it starts up pretty high. A lot of benefit of the doubt, things are going pretty well. And then usually it'll go up, come down, go up, come down a little bit, go up, come down a little bit. And then over time, something causes a breakup to happen, right? Could be a lot of complacency, insecurity issues. This is stuff I see the most. And as soon as it crosses this line, this is when she'll say, I need space. I need to reevaluate my goals, or I need time to myself. I need to find myself, right? That's the kind of stuff you'll hear. So usually what happens is people will, especially men, I work mostly with men, but men will go through this nasty phase where they're completely unsure of what to do. And I know both sexes deal with this, but when I'm focusing and helping these guys, they're so full of fear that they're never going to hear from that girl again. They're never going to, find a woman that's that good or whatever it is, right? It's a bunch of different things. So what I really want you guys to understand is the idea of letting go. Okay. So when you let go, there's a concept called power versus force by David Hawkins. Okay. And the idea is there's attractive energy and repulsive energy. So whatever got you to the point of your breakup was obviously repulsive energy, right? Again, complacency, insecurity, whatever. And then power is attractive energy. People coming to you, focusing on you, you being, you walk into the room, people, look at you, that kind of stuff. Well, there's that kind of energy as well. And the same energy is what keeps a relationship together. So as men, we have to focus on staying in our masculine energy as often as possible. And yes, we have to show, we have to be tender, and Elliot Hulse called it the tender aggressor. I'll never forget that, because you're still a man and you're still it's like the 80-20 rule, right? You want to be, in your masculine energy more often than your feminine energy. So power versus force. Now, when guys go through breakups, most of the time they're trying to force, which makes them repulsive. Okay. So they're trying so hard to make them, make the girl like them again. How can I get this question all the time. How can I turn this around? How can I get her to like me more? How can I get her to do this? And guys are looking for ABC 1, 2, 3 instead of understanding that it's a feeling. And this is where guys get fucked up, because they're not used to the idea of feelings and taking one action and understanding that it's going to cause an emotion from her, and then you get a result. Guys are used to doing, put this here and you will get this result. But what you have to understand is, even when you got with her, you made her feel something. See, what you don't want is indifference. When you have indifference, she doesn't give a flying fuck about what you're up to and what you're doing, because she's like, no, I don't care anymore. And that's not what you want. And sometimes that's where you already are. Trying to get someone to care about you that it no longer does is hard. Okay. So the first step is to understand that letting go is the path. Okay. So, and it's counterintuitive. And that's the strangest and hardest thing about this life, is understanding that if you want to be more attractive to the opposite sex, you have to basically, I'm not saying care less, but you sort of do. And it's really hard to grasp, because caring less especially when you're already in love, you're like, how do I turn that off? But it's really just about how you're appearing. Okay. So if you're chasing her, right? Guys are ready to start chasing again all the time. I was just doing a call with a guy like 2 or 3 days ago, and he's looking to get to the point where he's like, okay, so when can I start asking her out again? I was like, she hasn't even texted you yet, right? So it's really all about understanding what your mission, purpose, all that stuff is. And letting go will lead you to that place. Now, I'm not saying you have to let this person go forever, but you should not be sitting around, waiting for this person to come back. You shouldn't be sitting here, wondering, oh my God, when are they going to text me? Because what will happen is they're going to do things in their life, and they're going to be focused on themselves, which you should do, right? They're going to be focused on this energy right here, attractive energy, and you're focused on them, which is repulsive energy. So here's usually what it looks like. Let's actually draw this down here. So always remember this rule: when they are attracted to you, they want to be close to you. So obviously, attraction, close; repulsion, distance. All right. So let's say this is your bubble. So this is you. And let's say this is her bubble. Okay. And ladies, for you guys, just reverse the her and to him, okay? So you have things that you're focused on in your life. And here's the thing. I know that when you're going through a breakup, it's all her. Her, right? Her, job. Maybe you go to the gym still, and then her and her. And everyone who gets over a breakup changes all this back to their individual hobbies and goals and shit like that, okay? What is she focused on? Maybe new dates. Okay. I know this is really, really small. Let's blow this up a bit. New dates. What else? Friends. Right? Family. Drinks. Partying. And you notice that they start doing all this when you guys break up, right? So it makes your brain go into overdrive because you're like, okay, we broke up and now she's doing all these extracurricular activities, right? She might even be on dating apps. All right. So the point is, she's focused on all of these other things and you're focused on her. So what will happen is you're focused on her. She's focused on all of these things, right? And that means that she's going to appear far more attractive to you. And you already miss her on top of that. So you're going through all of this extra emotion because of how this is all playing out. And this is pretty much a normal situation. And how do you get her to look at you? How do you get her to do this? You literally have to do exactly what she is doing. Now, I'm not saying go out there and party and get fucked up and do all that stuff and start sleeping with other people and start acting a fool, okay? Be cool. Focus on your individual goals. And that always, again, I understand this might get a little old for my fans, but there's a free Discord where we talk about this stuff. Then there's the Better Man Project program where I teach you how to make money, how to, focus on understanding relationships and attraction skills. And then guess what? Money School is the money school. Okay. Easy. And then I got 2 books. So these are very simple. Okay. Book number 1 is Handling Breakups. Everything's in the description box down below. And the other one is called Chasing Excellence. Okay. So you will learn these concepts, and you need to learn these concepts because right now you're in the most vulnerable stage in your life. And right now, fellas, you should be working on your money. You should be working on your attraction skills, and you should be learning how to sustain your relationships. Okay. And that is what I will offer, because here, your 6 pillars, this is what you have influence over. And everyone wants to influence her decision, but really you have to focus on your 6 pillars, which is health, okay, wealth, skills, mindset, social circle, and then relationships. Okay? So focus on these things and watch what happens, and you'll see that her energy will change. So in summary, take your energy from her and put it back onto you by doing what she's doing. Watch the next video that pops up on your screen. It'll be good.